Hello guys, welcome to your Power Core series. We are working the abs from every angle in today's workout. It's gonna be fire, it's short, it's sweet, and the only thing you need is your own body weight. So let's come on down to the mat to get started. We'll be lying down and we're gonna begin with the arms in T. And then we're just gonna step the feet with those bent knees to the width of the mat. Take a moment to settle onto your back. Take a nice big inhale through the nose, hold it at the top. And then on that exhale, you're gonna let the knees tip to the right. Just let them hang out there. Inhale through the nose, come through center, legs tip to the left. Letting them rest there for a moment. And then exhaling as you switch sides again. Using this time to not only open up and mobilize the hips, which will be supporting us, and our lower back today in our practice, but also to create some space to tune in to our intentional breath. The breath helps us connect in a deeper way to our core muscles. So we're gonna get more out of our work today when we're breathing and engaging through the core. And the breath is also gonna help us keep the shoulders, the jaw, the neck nice and open and prevent any tension or tightness from building up in those areas. The next time you're back through center, you'll pause. And then we're gonna lengthen through our legs. So creating one long line, toes are pointed, inner thighs are pressing together. You're gonna interlace your hands and then bring them to the back of the head, creating a nice support for the neck. Elbows are wide. Let's take an inhale to prep. On your exhale, you're gonna begin to tuck chin to throat and peel yourself up. Maybe shoulder blades lift all the way off the mat into your first ab curl. Once that exhale is finished, you're gonna inhale, bring it down again. Slow, controlled ab curls. Isolating and targeting our upper abdominals with the legs straight. Bring your attention to your rib cage. Feel the ribs closing or knitting together as the abdominals flex. Good, making sure you're getting your height with your lift. So we're going up, kind of towards the ceiling at first, and then we have that little curve towards the toes at the end. Give me 3 more. Using your breath. Last 2. Good, let's get up nice and high. Last 1, flex the abs on that exhale. And then inhale, lower it down. We're gonna release the head, and then you're gonna stretch your arms all the way overhead. Take a nice big inhale. We're pointing toes, pressing legs to the mat. On your exhale, you're gonna roll yourself up to seated. The first one can be a little sticky or challenging. Arms lift at the top, shoulders stay down, and then we reach the arms in front of the chest. We round the back, plug belly in, and with control, go all the way back to that starting position. We have 5 more like this. The slower we move, the more the core is gonna have to work, but you can find somewhere on that spectrum that works for you. You can also use a bit of momentum as you reach the arms over the chest to help you get up. Good, we're gonna do 3 more. Take your time. Especially as we lower onto the mat, we're still really working the core there. 2. Toes are pointed, inner thighs pressed together to keep the legs as still as possible. And then on this last one, we're gonna hold at the top and then find a forward fold. So after those arms reach up, exhale, let it all go. Bringing that chest towards those knees, letting chin tuck to throat, breathing into the neck. Good, and then you're gonna come all the way up to seated, roll your shoulders back, and then we're gonna come to the forearms. So just kind of tip back. We want elbows underneath the shoulders, chest stays proud, legs are in tabletop. From here, take a look at your belly. Can you flex it a little more? And then we're gonna extend the right leg, either parallel to the mat or maybe a little higher if that feels better. Exhale, flex the abs, pull it back, switching sides. Take it slow. You can even hold with that leg down to make the core work a little more. You're gonna press into your elbows, your chest stays lifted, shoulders stay back. Can you feel the energy from your abs working to pull the knee back? Get present with it. Good, last 3. And 2. Belly to spine. Finish on your left leg. And then once that leg returns to center, we're gonna set right foot down, left foot down, and then you're gonna lower to your back and you can catch your head in your hands, setting up for our second round of ab curls. This time feet are planted, lower back is slightly rounded as it presses into the mat. Exhale, ab curl. Inhale, bring it down. Keep your back flat the whole time, so when the head relaxes down, we don't want to arch to the back, or we don't want to let the ribs pop. You can press into your feet for extra support here, but if you want to make the core work a little more, feet are just gonna lightly be resting on the mat. Knit the ribs. Get shoulder blades all the way off each time. We have 4 more. Last 3. Breathing 2. Last 1. Good. Once head rests on the mat, you can release your hands. Feet are going to be planted. If they're right underneath the knees, maybe walk them an inch further away from the glutes. And then we're going to reach the hands back. I want you to feel the feet pressing into the mat to ground you. Maybe imagine someone's holding your feet there. On your exhale, we're going to roll up to seated. Using your core, again, that first one can be a little challenging, and then we round through the back, slowly lower onto the mat. If you need help, use your hands. You can walk yourself up your thighs. You can lean into a little bit of momentum or find a modification that works for you. The more we practice these ones, the easier it gets. We're gonna do 2 more like this. Use your breath, especially through that sticky spot about halfway up, when those abs really have to work. The next time you're up in seated, you're gonna let your knees fall apart, bottoms of the feet together, forward fold and butterfly. Couple deep breaths right here. Let the knees relax. Chest gets closer and closer to those ankles. And then you're gonna come all the way up to seated. Knees are gonna come back together. From here, hands are gonna go behind your hips, fingers facing your ankles. Elbows are gonna bend back slightly, legs in tabletop. We're gonna extend the legs, bend the elbows so much that the forearms kind of go all the way down to the mat. Then we straighten the arms, pull the knees in. It's inhale out, exhale in. Shoulders stay down. Take it slow. Maybe holding with those legs out, embracing any shake or burn that's starting in the body. Good. Give me 5 more, just like that, toes pointed. And 4. Flex the abs. Breathe. 3. 2, getting a little tricep work here. Last one. Good, coming back through center. You can release your hands, you can roll to your back. Finding the back of your head, legs can stay in tabletop. If you want to give them a quick break, you could set them down for a moment. But then you're gonna set yourself right back up, back is flat, elbows wide. 3rd and final round of ab curls. Here we go. You're gonna feel the entire front side of the core working, lower abs and upper abs now that we're in tabletop. And check in, are those knees right over your hips? Or are they creeping a little closer to the shoulders? Lift up and over, you got it. Last 4. A little higher. 2. Last one. Good, resting the head. Keep the legs where they are. Hands are on either side of your hips on the mat. We're gonna press into the palms for support, but mainly we're using our lower abs to lift the hips up off the mat, reaching the toes, and then rolling ourselves to a boat position. So try to find your balance on your glutes. You can take as many times as you need to practice this stability. We roll back, little reverse crunch, roll up to boat. Play around with it. Reverse crunch, finding that balance. 3 more. Take it slow, because the faster we move, the more challenging that might be to find your balance. This is going to be your last one. Awesome. From here, cross your legs, forward fold. So we can get a little deeper, reaching those fingers in front of the body. Breathing into the lower back, the underarm, the hips. Good, and then we'll start to walk our hands back. We're gonna uncross our legs. Hands are in front of the body, shoulders down. We're gonna lift our right leg to tabletop, and then our left leg, so finding your balance in boat. Option, if this is too much, have your fingertips lightly there to support you on the mat. Holding here, we're gonna cross left over right, right over left. Everything is still besides those moving legs. Good, embrace it. Relax into it. Give me 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome work. You're gonna come all the way up to seated. Then you're just gonna fall back on the hands. Feet are the width of the mat, knees are bent. Let's take those knee knocks. Finishing here, just the way we started. But I find in seated we can get a little deeper into our external and internal rotation through the hips. You can also have that visual connection to this movement, and you can see, does your right leg get closer to the mat, or does your left leg get closer? And you can always put a palm lightly on your outer thigh, obviously not pressing it down or forcing it, but just adding a little bit of weight to encourage that rotation. Great, and then the next time you are all the way up through center, you can prop yourself up, maybe cross your legs, roll your shoulders back, and we are all done. Thank you so much for being here with me in today's Power Core series. We definitely worked the abs, obviously, but we also got some lower body work in. We're strengthening our hip flexors, working on stability. So come back to this class whenever you need a quick burn, and you'll also see yourself becoming a lot stronger with the movements, and then eventually this series will become a lot easier. You could add in weight, you could add in ankle weights, so there's always a place to play in, no matter what fitness level you are at. I will see you very soon. Thank you again, and have the most wonderful rest of your day.